Reflection for Sunday, March 3, third Sunday of Lent. John chapter 2, verse 13 to 25. The story is told about a father who would always tell his children to pray and observe silence when they are at church for Holy Mass. In turn, the children would also ask their father, "Why do we need to be silent at church?" Their father would right away tell them, "Because the church is a temple of worship for God. Therefore, when you are at church, you always need to focus on Jesus, be silent and prayerful." When Jesus went to the temple for the feast of Passover, he saw that it was not being used as it was supposed to be. Jesus expected that the temple would be used with solemnity and reverence, simply because it is the temple of God. But to his dismay, the temple was converted into a marketplace where people were wheeling and dealing to earn a living. Perhaps the temple was not only being used for business, perhaps it was being used for other sordid activities. Therefore, Jesus had to intervene. He had to restore order and discipline so that the temple would be fit for worship again. Every Sunday, or even every day, we go to our respective places of worship, which is the church for Holy Mass. How do we behave when we are at church? Do we create noise by chit-chatting with friends and relatives while we wait for the Holy Mass to commence? Or do we begin to connect with God by praying and listening to Him without uttering a single word? When we are at church, we have to ensure that we only use it for one purpose alone, to worship and connect with God silently. No noise whatsoever, for this is how it must be. Otherwise, if we create noise, we become akin to those who transform the temple into a marketplace, which provoke anger from Jesus. How are you when you are at church?